Okay, hello everybody. I am going to do Allie's challenge. Sorry, my hair's stuck in my glasses. I wanted to try to find one of the darkest, creepiest places that I could think of, and it's pretty darn cold here in Portland, Oregon, and I'm not going to wear a coat. I'm terrified of spiders, and I'm going into our shed, which has the bottom pretty much collapsing out. I will see if I can turn the camera around, show you. What I'm going to do is fit myself in that little spot there. And that is going to represent what it's like for the children that are sitting in cages, that are scared, that are hungry, that are crying for their mom, that are abused, their mom or their dad. They're terrified. They don't know what's happening. They can't move. And I want to put myself in that same position to show people this is real, this is serious, and it's something that we all need to pay attention to. We need to realize that our children need help. So I am going to set a timer for 15 minutes on my cell phone. I can get there, bear with me. I've got to try to set up the camera so that you can see me when I am there. Let's see. Where if I put it right? I don't want to break the... See if I put it on the ground here. Well, this stuff made me realize that my shed is disgusting. Sorry. Okay. Let's see if I can get back under here and get my feet in. Okay, I'm starting the timer. I've seen other people do the challenge and they talked the whole time and they had a lot of important information to share. I am probably not going to be talking the whole time. I'm finding it already difficult to breathe. Being crouched over, my lungs are kind of collapsed. There are spiders. I see spiders. It isn't dark yet, but it is a little cold out. And quite honestly, the thoughts that are going through my mind are making me want to cry. You knew that people go through this, but 10 million times worse. And people want to act like this doesn't happen. It is a huge, huge problem. And people don't ever want to get involved unless it happens to them, it affects them. And what if it was your child? What if it was your sibling, your niece or nephew, your neighbor's child? A kid that you teach, or if you're a doctor, one of your patients. I'm a 38-year-old woman. I can't imagine being 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way, just even up until their teens. I can't imagine being somewhere that smells horrifically. You can hear screams. You don't know what's going to happen. You're drugged. You're scared. You're alone. And you're being kept by adults who are supposed to keep you safe. I was never trafficked, but I was sexually abused as a child. And I was lucky. I had my family who fought to protect me and put me through counseling. These kids need somebody to fight for them. Whew. Sorry guys, it really is hard to breathe with my mouth collapsed down. Let's see, I can't even find where I had put my phone with the timer. Oh. Seriously, it's only been a minute. I think everybody should have to try this challenge. Stop doing the silhouette challenge on TikTok. Stop doing the wine drinking competition with a partner on TikTok. Stop participating in all these challenges that your so-called heroes are asking you to do. Whew. Man, I'm not usually claustrophobic, but and I don't have anything covering me in the front, so I can actually move my hand out, and I still feel like panicking. I don't have any children of my own. I did raise my ex's child for 7 years, and I remember when she was in 2nd grade and I went to pick her up from school one time. And I would always park the car and I would go and I'd walk down. We had a meeting spot. And that's where I would pick her up. And I remember sitting there and seeing all of her classmates come by, seeing their parents walk by, and seeing that the buses were ready to take off, and I hadn't seen Haley. That was my stepdaughter. And I started to panic. And I saw her teacher, and I went running to her and I asked, "Where's Haley?" She said she's been out for the last 5 minutes with everybody else. And I can't describe to you that feeling of absolute panic, that seconds were going by, that I was running out of time, something could happen, and I just went nuts. I started screaming. I was kicking at the buses, telling them to stop. I wanted the whole school on lockdown. And she had just walked around to a different spot and was talking with her friends. Thank God I found her, but after that adrenaline and that everything wore off and I got home with her, I had to go into the bathroom and I just sobbed. I just kept thinking one of those cars or the bus or somebody could have had her. And she could have gone right by me. There was nothing I could do, and seconds were precious. Can you imagine? If your baby was gone, and it wasn't just seconds. And they were taken, and you never knew what happened to them. There's so many children in that same situation. There's kids that they are breathing under there to be trafficked. And I know it's an uncomfortable subject. I know it makes you sick to your stomach. But think about what they're going through. Your discomfort over knowing about it is nothing compared to what they experience. And if you know and you do nothing, if you know and you ignore it, you're complacent and you're just as guilty. Whew. 7 minutes. There's survivors that I've gotten to know. They're wonderful, beautiful souls. And they went through this. Not this. This is nothing. And they are so strong to come forward and try to bring this terrible satanic abuse and disgusting treatment of children to light. And people will actually question them, which is just disgusting to me. This has nothing to do with politics. This has nothing to do with Q. Human trafficking is a serious issue. It is well known that it is an issue. Think about all the children that go missing every year. Where did they go? Why isn't anybody asking, where are they? Why can't we find them? They didn't just run away. They didn't vanish into thin air. And you may not like to hear it, but your celebrities and your politicians are a part of it. Your judges, your doctors, even your neighbors. Anytime that anybody looks at child porn, anytime anyone abuses a child, they're guilty. And it needs to stop. When they say for those who know they can't sleep, it's true. I haven't been able to sleep well or eat well, or even go a full hour without it crossing my mind. The things I've seen, what I know, what I picture in my head is going on below my feet. It's really crazy as I can hear the neighborhood kids playing. Sorry. God, 3 more minutes. I feel really selfish crying right now, but ouch. I'm not crying for me though. I'm not just crying because I'm sad, I'm crying because I'm really fucking angry. I should have measured this little area. I didn't even think about that before I started recording. I'm 5'5.5". I'm wearing flats right now, and I'm sitting. But I would estimate that this area is 2 feet by 3 feet maybe. As far as the height, oof, no idea. I'll try to show you guys again. the space that I created. As soon as the time's up. My back's hurting. Yeah, it's cold. My nose is running, not just from crying, but because it's cold. My back's really hurting. My neck's not too bad. It's just right here where my back's really pinched. And it's not dark. I considered doing this in the dark, but I wasn't sure if I'd be able to record it. I'm not the most technologically savvy person. And I don't have any of my filming equipment here with the lighting. I swear this is the longest 15 minutes of my life. So I guess let's talk about things that you can do. You can educate yourself on the signs. Someone who's been trafficked. Learn about how to communicate and talk and be around survivors. You gotta remember they've been told they can't tell, that their abusers will always be with them, that they will kill them, their families, their friends, their neighbors. They've been broken down, horrifically abused, mutilated. They've had to hear other children suffer. They've had to do unspeakable acts to other children, or forced to. Their innocence is completely stripped away. And then for those that do survive, they're questioned whether or not they're telling the truth. There isn't anyone to help them. They still have people out looking for them, hunting them. Go to marches. Inform people. Educate people. Put out stickers. Make stickers, slap them all over bulletin boards and fence posts. Get a t-shirt, get a hat. Stop pedophilia. My friends are not for sale. Human trafficking is not okay. Disrupt the demand. You look into groups that you can sign up to help. You can get online and you can pose as a child to help entrap one of the traffickers. You know, I think I might have set my timer for 1 hour and 50 minutes. Because now it says I have 58 minutes. I'm trying to look at, my iPad says 19 and I believe I started with like 5 minutes to go. So I'm going to wait just to be safe until the timer on my iPad says 20 minutes. It says 19 minutes and 20 seconds right now, just to be sure. Yeah, I definitely screwed up. I don't know if you guys can see that. It won't hurt me to be in for a couple extra minutes. Like I said, these children are in there for hours, for days, nothing to eat, sitting in their own human waste, tired, sore, injured, scared. Okay. Okay, I was going to show you guys how small it was. couldn't get out of there fast enough. Oh. Please go and do Allie's challenge. Please educate yourself, help educate other people, and get involved in rescuing these children. They're our future and they need us.